welcome. My name is Molly. This is a full body mobility flow. So with mobility, we are focusing on the range of motion within each of our joints. So that'll be the focus of our work. We'll get just about every joint activated today: wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, and then our spine, okay? So starting in a comfortable seated position, any comfortable seat will do. Take a moment to check in with your body. Notice what's coming up for you. Notice what sensations are there. Taking a bit of a body scan and inventory. And perhaps noticing those specific joints that I mentioned. So the shoulders, elbows, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. Noticing the whole spine, being curious about anything that's coming up, judgment-free, setting any intention that you wish for today. A reminder, everything is an invitation, so take what you need, leave the rest behind, and edit as you wish. Take a breath. And let the eyes open if they are closed. Alright, we're going to start with our arms. So taking the arms out in front of you, nice flat line from the shoulder to the elbow, to the wrist, to the hands. And then at the wrist, extending, fingertips point down, and then flex, pulling the hands back towards you. Take the thumbs into the palm and close the fingertips. As a heads up, we'll do everything just only once as a way to move through this, and then if you want to do it a couple more times, you are more than welcome to, okay? So circle the wrists around, nice and slow and steady, one direction, and then the other direction. We're going for controlled, articulated ranges of motion, so we're really exploring fully. And moving slowly allows our nervous system to kind of catch up and find the best path for us. Right, palms towards the ceiling, fingertips come back towards our shoulders, let them rest on the shoulders. Bring the elbows in, lift the elbows up, and big circle all the way around with our shoulders. Taking that again, elbows in, up and around we go. Let the arms come down, release. Taking the fingertips gently on the ground, and then rotate so that the palms face the ceiling, thumbs towards the back. So this is internal rotation in our shoulders. And then spin it around the other direction. Palms come up towards the ceiling, thumbs back, and then maybe the pinky fingers go a little bit more. External rotation in the shoulders. Yeah? And then let's combine this with some more up and down abduction of the shoulders. So arms out to the side. Taking the one arm high, one low on the diagonal. Internally rotate the arm that's low. Externally rotate the arm that's up high. Yeah? And then take the arms back out to the side. You'll notice at some point they want to come out of rotation, honor that, and then switch it. So the arm that was just up and externally rotated is now internally rotated and down. And the arm that was down is now externally rotated and up. And take that transition again, coming through, and we'll add a bend in our elbows. So we're rotating the palms, one arm up, one is down, adding into it, hinging at the elbow joints. Maybe fingertips find each other, maybe not. The focus is more on the joints and whether or not the hands find each other. And then take it back out, still having that oppositional rotation happening. Arms slowly go to the side. Really quality, deep movement with all this. Clean and crisp. Switching it. And bending at the elbows, adding that in. Okay. Letting that go, returning to neutral. Nice and slow. We'll use that same pattern, but this time in child's pose. So, coming into your child's pose. Take the arms out in front of you. We're adding the spine into our movement next. So, taking one arm, lifting it up, externally rotate. Same movement pattern we just did. Take the arm out to the side until you can feel that need for it to internally rotate, and take your arm behind your back, bending at the elbow. Stay here. Rotate, opening towards that bent arm looking up. Get into our thoracic spine here. So that spine is essentially our upper back. And then come down. Retrace your steps, nice and steady, moving through that internal rotation out to the side until you can feel that need to transition to external rotation, and other side. Slow and steady. And if you'd like to have your forehead resting on the ground, you're welcome to. I'm keeping it up so you can still hear me, okay? Here we go. Other arm, lifting up, external rotation that's happening in the shoulder. Take that arm out to the side. You'll feel that need to rotate internally. And then take the arm behind your back, bend at the elbow. Using the upper spine, rotate to that side. You can look up as well. Slowly retrace your steps. Spine comes back to a neutral. Arm extends. Through internal rotation, out to the side it goes. External rotation as it comes overhead. And place it underneath, or on your mat. From here, the beauty of child's pose here is it really allows our lumbar spine, lower spine to stay where it is. So we're going to focus on cat-cow just in the upper half of the spine. Thoracic, cervical's kind of along for the ride too. That's our neck. All right, so lifting up and then rounding the spine, cat. And see if the lumbar spine can stay connected and stay neutral. So it's really just the upper spine taking a cat-cow. One more time. Open up, letting there be length. Maybe it helps to have just the fingertips on your mat. You can make that adjustment. And then round. All right. Coming back to your child's pose. Let's give our knees a break and pop into our down dog. Tucking the toes and pressing on up to our down dog. If you want to walk your feet out, you're welcome to do so. Any other wiggles? Let the spine really be long here. Heels can be reaching for the ground, but really prioritize the spine. So if the heels need to lift a little bit to get the spine extension or lengthening, you're welcome to adjust. From here, we're going to ripple. So begin to round the spine from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head as you shift forward and transition into an up dog. Rippling back. Let the chin drop. And that ripple happens through the thoracic spine, through the lumbar spine, and returning to down dog. One more of those. Really let that ripple happen from the tailbone, lengthening out through the top of the head to your up dog. Notice your breath, and then shift it back you go. Ripple. And settle into your down dog. One breath here. And stepping the right leg forward. And see if you can do this without taking the leg back and swinging. Really control as you shift forward. And right foot goes on the outside of your right hand in your lizard. Take the right arm up, circle around, rotating through the spine. Pull your elbow into your ribs. Place the right hand back where it started. And then extend the right leg and pull the right toes back towards you. Feel that work happening in the front of the lower leg, in your shin. Forefoot can be in a neutral, can be relaxed. Bend forward again. back leg comes down, heel comes in towards your glutes, and then release it back out. Activate the arms, take the right foot back to your down dog, and let's do that on the other side. Taking the left foot forward this time, nice and controlled, stepping it on the outside of your left hand. Left arm reaches forward, big circle, follow it with your focus, pull the left elbow into your rib cage, place the left hand on the ground. Extend the left leg, spine stays long, pulling the foot back towards the shin, getting some activation in the front of the ankle joint. Bend into the left knee, right knee comes down to the ground, and bring your right heel to your glutes. You can flex the foot here as well. Extend the leg back out, and make your way back to down dog. In our down dog, let's take our feet about max width apart, and then externally rotate in the hips. It's gonna feel really funky, yeah? But it's our setup. So here we go. From here, walk your hands back to your feet. Tailbone drops down into your squat, yeah? Palms can come together. Open the arms out to the right side. Let the left shoulder find the left knee. Then come back in and do the same thing on the other side. Opening out to the left, right shoulder finds the right knee. Back to center. Option to repeat that, option to take a variation. Arms come out, internally rotate, and take the hands behind the back. Maybe they find each other, maybe not. And then retrace your steps, taking that neutral, palms together, switch sides. Opening out, option to stay here, option for internal rotation, and maybe the hands find each other or work towards each other behind you. Coming back out. Nice. Back to our squat, palms together, and then switch yourself. Whoop, forward fold. Feet can come back into a neutral here. Walk yourself to your down dog. Taking the right leg forward, come into a collapsed pigeon. So both knees are going to be at a 90-degree angle, as are the hips and ankles. All right, so 90 degrees bent as well there. Take the fingertips over to the right side, and you can stay upright. You can also bring one arm down, maybe both arms down, maybe one arm extends. You can also look behind you, look over the right shoulder. Option to extend the right leg and circle your ankle in one direction, controlled, and then the other direction, controlled. Retrace your steps. Coming back to your collapsed pigeon. Hinge at your hips. Let the fingertips meet behind you. Take the fingertips out to the side and reach forward. Really strengthening in the hip here. Fingertips find each other, and then hands find the ground. Take yourself back to your down dog. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Left leg coming forward. Double 90, both legs. 90 degrees at the hips, knees, ankles, neutral foot. Walk yourself over to the left side. Maybe the left arm comes down, maybe the right arm reaches out, maybe you look over the left shoulder. Breathing here. And then you can extend the left leg, circle the ankle one direction, and then circle the ankle the other direction. Bend that knee again. Return to a collapsed pigeon. Hinge at your hip crease. Long spine, fingertips meet behind you. Take them out to the side. Reach forward, fingertips find each other. And then return back. Make your way to down dog, and then into your child's pose. Take 3 breaths in your child's pose. As you complete the 3rd breath, make your way to a comfortable sitting position. The eyes can float closed if you wish, or maybe the gaze just drops down. Take a moment to check in with your joints as we did at the top of our practice. Notice the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, your hips, your knees, your ankles. Notice the entire spine. Notice what sensations might feel familiar. Notice what sensations might feel new. Maybe there are some sensations that need a little more exploration at a future moment. Taking a collective breath, inhale and exhale. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourself, and see you next time.